Welcome to 3D Artifacts, Games, Toys, and Puzzles. I'm Sarah Downey. Some of the most common types of 3D artifacts you will find in an elementary or children's library are puzzles, which can be wooden, cardboard, and even floor size, games, which could be board games, card games, or computer games, and toys, which could be plush like stuffed animals, puppets, or even action figures. These items can come in a variety of materials, sizes, and formats. You will find most puzzles come in a box or on a board. Most games will come in a box, and most newer video games come as CDs in cases. Toys can be plush, cloth, or plastic. Most of the information you will need will be found on the box for puzzles or games. You may need to look on the bottom of the box or on the inside cover. Video game information can also be found on an inside information sheet in the case. Toys often have tags attached to them, or you could find the information on the package it came in. So let's begin cataloging with games. The first will be a board game, and the other that I will catalog is a video game. For the example of board games, I'm using the game Wisconsin Jingo. We start with the MARC field 245 and 264. These are title statements of responsibility and production, publication, distribution, manufacturer, and copyright notices. There must be a title card made no matter the object that you are cataloging. If the item does not have a title, you must make one up. You must type the title just the way you find it in the title page. If there are errors, you can correct them in the 246 field. The subfield H is used for non-book materials. In this example, game is put into brackets. The subfield C is used to show who is responsible for creating this item. This item was created by a corporation, so it will be dealt with in the 710 field. The 264 field shows where the item was produced, by whom, and the copyright date. The 300 and 337 fields are the physical descriptions and media type. In the 300 field, subfield A, I listed the number of pieces in the box. In subfield B, I described the items. They are illustrated and in color. Subfield C are the dimensions of the box. And in subfield E shows that there are teacher resources and how many. The 337 field means that the item is unmediated, which means the user can use the item without the aid of another piece of equipment like a CD or DVD player. The 5XX field is for general information that does not fit into a specialized 5XX field. This allows for more information about the item being cataloged. The 650, 651, and 655 fields are subject added entries for topical terms, geographical name and index term, and genre form. The 650 field shows it is about Wisconsin. The 651 field shows it's about Wisconsin history. The 655 field shows that its form is a game. In the MARC 710 field, the added entry is a corporate name. This field goes back to the 245 field, where the producer of the item is named. In this case, a company, not a person, created this game, so the 710 field is used. The next item to catalog is a video game. My example is Spider-Man, Web of Shadows. MARC field 110, 245, 250, and 264 are used for corporate name, title, statement of responsibility and production, publication, distribution, manufacturer, edition statement, and copyright notice. I use the 110 field to show that Marvel, a corporation, created the characters of the game. Activision created the game itself and will be addressed in the 710 field later. The 245 field is the title card. The first 246 field refers to the subfield B in the 245 field, which is the subtitle of the game. Someone may actually look up this title using Web of Shadows instead of Spider-Man, knowing that there may be multiple video games under the Spider-Man name, and they were really looking for Web of Shadows. The second 246 field refers to the creator of the characters, Marvel. I added the 250 field to show that this edition of the game was created for the Nintendo Wii and not some other gaming machines. Again, the 264 field shows where the game was manufactured, by whom, and the copyright. The MARC 300, 336, 337, and 338 fields are the physical description, content field, media type, and carrier field. The 300 field shows that it is one CD, and the subfield B shows that it has sound and color. Subfield C is the measurement of 4 3/4 inches. CDs and DVDs are measured in inches, unlike the board game, which is measured in centimeters. It is a two-dimensional moving image in the 336 field. In the 337 field, the item needs something to be played on, so it is mediated. Field 338 is used to indicate the device used to run the item. There is not a code for video game machines, so it falls under unspecified. Again, we have the MARC field 5XX with the general notes. The 520 field is used for a description of what is happening in the game. The 521 field is the rating given to the game by the ESRB. The 538 field shows that a required device is used to play the game, and in this case, it's the Nintendo Wii. The MARC 710 field is used for the corporate name, and this goes back to the 245 field. Activision created the actual video game. Marvel created the characters. The next example item is a toy. It is a very hungry caterpillar that came with a big board book that I got. In the MARC 245 and 264 field, again, is this title, statement of responsibility, and production, publication, distribution, manufacture, and copyright notice. Again, all items need to have a 245 field, even if it doesn't have a title. The tag didn't have a name of what it was, but since I knew what it was, I created the 245 field with the name of the character, the very hungry caterpillar. Subfield H tells us it is a plush toy, and subfield C shows us that the item was created by the Eric Carle Corp, and that Penguin Putnam Inc. distributed the book with the toy. The 264 field shows the where, who, and when it was manufactured. MARC 300 and 337 fields, again, are the physical description and the media type. In the 300 field, it was one plush caterpillar, it's colored, and it's 18 centimeters. In the 337 field, it lets us know that nothing is needed to play with this item, so it is an unmediated item. In the 500 field, again, it's general notes. I just put that this was a plush caterpillar that came with a big board book. So that gives you some information about where it came from. And then again, we use the MARC 710 field for the corporate names that go back to the 245 category. It shows that both we have the Eric Carle Corporation and Penguin Putnam Incorporated. The next item is an alphabet floor puzzle. I started this one with the MARC field 020, which is the ISBN. This puzzle actually came with an ISBN. on the box. So I created this field. Not all puzzles will have it, but since it had it, it was needed. The MARC field 245 and 264 again is the title and statement of responsibility, production, publication, distribution, manufacture, and copyright notices. I created a 245 title card using the information from the box. It's an alphabet, it's a floor puzzle, and it was created by the Frank Schaefer Publications. The 264 fields show the where, who, and when the puzzle was manufactured. The MARC 300 and 337 fields again are the physical descriptions and media types. In the 300 field, I have that it's 24 pieces. In the subfield B, it's illustrated and colored, and the subfield C shows the dimensions of the box that it came in. Again, this is measured in centimeters, unlike the CD, which is measured in inches. The 337 field shows that the item does not need a device to be played on, so it's unmediated. The 5XX field again is general notes, so we have that it's a floor puzzle, the information and title came from the container. And the 521 field is to show that the age of the level of the puzzle is ages 3 to 7. This information was found on the puzzle container. The MARC field 650 and 655 show the topical term and the genre form. The first 650 field shows that it's a puzzle, and the second one shows that it can be filed under alphabet. The 655 field shows that its form is a puzzle. The MARC field 710 is the corporate name. This again goes back to the 245 field and shows the information of the corporation that produced the item. I hope this helps you get a better understanding of cataloging 3D artifacts of games, toys, and puzzles. Cataloging these items will help you keep track of them, and these items can help enhance your library.